Hello and a very warm welcome. Thank you, Tasneem ji. Thank you for joining in. Today we are moving ahead with the same chapter, of course, because we have not finished it yet. But before we continue, let's briefly, in one sentence, revisit what we have discussed so far. In last few sessions, we explored the stories about stories. In fact, these stories challenged our understanding of healing. हम सैम लॉन्डे को मिले, है ना, who died believing कि he is dying. फिर हम मिले फ्रेड से, फ्रेड whose body reacted to placebo overdose, है ना. उसके बाद हम मिले जेनिस को कल, जिसका डिप्रेशन लिफ्टेड while taking a sugar pill. एंड लास्ट में हम मिले मिस्टर राइट को, whose body seemed to respond dramatically, dramatically, जो मर्जी भी कह लो, to what he believed about his treatment. सोचने की बात यह, डॉक्टर जो डिस्पेंजा जो है, he is asking us the same question yet again. And the question is, can our beliefs, expectations, and emotions influence our biology? Good evening, Preeti. Thank you for joining in. And today, the evidence becomes even more fascinating because what we are going to read today is also going to, give us another set of goosebumps and all of that. So let me start sharing the screen and let's start reading this. Good evening, Komal. Good evening, Pranavi. Thank you for joining in.
Good evening, dear.
Good evening, Karishma.
Good evening. So today's story, the knee surgery that never happened. In 1996, orthopedic surgeon Bruce Moseley, then of the Baylor College of Medicine and one of Houston's leading experts in orthopedic sport medicine, published a trial study based on his experience with 10 volunteers, all men who had served in the military and suffered from osteoarthritis of the knees. Due to severity of their conditions, many of these men had a noticeable limp, walked with the cane, or needed some type of assistance to get around. The study was designed to look at arthroscopic surgery, a popular surgery that involved anesthetizing the patient before making a small incision to insert a fiber optic instrument called the arthroscope, which the surgeon would use to get a good look at the patient's joints. In the surgery, the doctor would then scrape and rinse the joint to remove any fragment of degenerated cartilage that were thought to be the cause of the inflammation and pain. At that time, about 3/4 of a million patients received the surgery every year. In Dr. Mosley's study, 2 of the 10 men were to be given the standard surgery called the debridement, where the surgeon scrapes strands of the cartilage from the knee joint. 3 of them were to receive a procedure called the lavage, where the high pressure water is injected through the knee joint, rinsing and flushing out the decayed arthritic material. And 5 of them would receive sham surgery, in which Dr. Mosley would deftly slice through their skin with the scalpel and then just sew them back up again without performing any medical procedure at all. For these 5 men, there would be no arthroscope, no scraping of the joint, no removal of the bone fragments, and no washing. Just an incision and then stitches. The start of each of the 10 procedures was exactly the same. The patient was wheeled into the operating room and given general anesthesia while Dr. Mosley scrubbed up. Once the surgeon entered the operating theater, he would find a sealed envelope waiting for him that would tell him which of the three groups the patients on the label had been randomly assigned to, Dr. Mosley would have no idea what the envelope contained until he actually ripped it open. After the surgery, all 10 of the patients in the study reported greater mobility and less pain. In fact, the men who received pretend surgery did just as well as those who had received debridement and leverage surgery. There was no difference in the result, even 6 months later. And 6 years later, when two of the men who had received the placebo surgery were interviewed, they reported that they were still walking normally without pain and had greater range of motion. They said that they could now perform all the everyday activities that they had not been able to do before the surgery. 6 years later, the men felt as though they had regained their lives. Fascinated by the results, Dr. Moseley published another study in 2002 involving 180 patients who were followed for 2 years after their surgeries. Again, all three groups improved, with patients beginning to walk without pain or limping immediately after the surgery. But again, neither of the two groups who actually had the surgery improved any more than the patients who received the placebo surgery. And this held true even after 2 years. Could it be possible that the patients got better simply because they had faith and belief in the healing power of the surgeon, the hospital, and even in the gleaming modern operating room itself? Did they somehow envision a life with a fully healed knee, simply surrender to that possible outcome, and then literally walk right into it? Was Dr. Mosley, in effect, nothing more than the modern day witch doctor in a white lab coat? And is it possible to attain the same degree of healing when facing something more threatening, maybe something as serious as heart surgery? All right. Now, who is Nine Verma attendant?
Hi, Karishma, it's me.
Wow, so nice to hear back from you, Madhulika. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Karishma.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. All
Thank
right.
you.
क्या क्या बलवान हुआ इस वाली स्टोरी से? Any insights? Preeti, do you want to share any insights?
Yeah, because all the patients they trusted the doctor that the special procedure is going to happen, and then even if the few patients, like two patients and all, which they didn't have any procedure, but they still trusted and they had belief in the doctor and all the operation and everything. And even because they didn't have any treatment, still uh, because that belief was in their brain, and their body started responding according to that belief, and they got like better without even any operation or anything, because they trusted doctor and everything, all this procedure.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's quite strange.
Actually, very strange, right?
Yes, it is really strange that it didn't even happen, and but still, like it just pretend, like it was like pretend operation and everything, but still they felt better, and they didn't have all the symptoms which they had before. That was just belief and trust in them, which worked for them and which did miracle for them.
Absolutely. All right, Tasneem ji, do you want to share anything?
It is an example of nothing but our beliefs and our thoughts and our expectations affect our life directly.
Absolutely.
And it's a nice way of going about with all the intricate stages of how
Yes.
the
What
person
I am understanding is that he is making sure that we are very clear with the concept,
of,
that you
yeah,
are the placebo.
yes, you
Yes.
are the placebo. Yeah.
Pranavi, would you like to share your insight on this?
Yeah, I don't want to repeat the same thing as such because all have almost discussed the same this thing. End of the day, what we believe can affect how our brain, body, pain, recovery, and health would respond. Because arthritis knee surgery is something they do when a patient is in real pain. So when a fake surgery is done, that particular belief has affected their brain. Even it affected their pain, even the recovery also. So that shows the depth of the placebo concept as well. So yeah, that's the thing I understood.
Great. Thank you so much, Pranavi, for sharing
Yeah.
that. And let's hear it from you, Madhulika. If you have heard the story, what would you share on this?
I'm hoping it affects, what situation I am in. So I'm hoping it affects. It gives that positive change that what we are
Mhm.
looking for. बट हाँ करिश्मा, हमारे तो गाँव में बोलते थे कि जो दादी वादी थी उनको आटे की और चीनी की गोलियां बना के दे देते थे और वो ठीक हो जाती। मतलब बोलते थे, हमारी दादी जी जो थी अ, वो बोलती थी कि भाई हम तो बड़े बुड्ढों को ना ऐसे दे देते थे और ठीक हो जाती थी अगले दिन बिल्कुल।
एक्चुअली ये ट्रू है। मतलब देर इज नो साइंटिफिक रीजन कि कुछ तो आई नो फॉर अ फैक्ट दैट आई हैव डन दिस अ लॉट विद माय किड्स। मैं कुछ भी दे देती थी, मैं ग्लूकोन डी दे के कहती थी अब बुखार ठीक हो जाएगा, and it would go away. So I know it for a fact that it does work. It does work. Just imagine करो ना।
There is a story when there was a prisoner जिसको कि death to sentenced, it was already there and there was an experiment done on him that they told him that fine, if it is death sentenced, if he is being sentenced to death, then fine, इसको हम सांप से कटवाते हैं, and the most poisonous snake, and they just pricked him, they made him blindfolded, they just pricked him and made same such mark कि किसी स्नेक ने काटा है, and he died.
Exactly.
So placebo works negative and positive both.
Absolutely.
See,
Yes,
it works how it works in our lives. अगर हमें कोई हमारे बारे में कोई, अगर हम कुछ सुनते भी हैं कि उसने तुम्हारे बारे में ये बोला, we feel bad and automatically our reaction, our body language just get changes. कि मैंने तेरे बारे में ये सुना है, वो ये बोल रहा था, it maybe बोला नहीं बोला, we don't know, but yes, it changes our body language, it changes our what should I say, our state of mind,
psychology, physiology,
It affects
both.
our
Yeah.
emotions.
Yes. Absolutely. पूरी स्टोरी के बारे में सोचो। Think about what this means. इसका मतलब ये है कि the patient believed कि I had a surgery, the problem has been fixed, now I will heal. इस सोच की वजह से their bodies responded according. अब ऐसे ही बच्चों का जब मैं एग्जांपल ले रही थी, एक बच्चा अगर खेलते खेलते गिर जाता है, तेज की रोता है, उसकी मम्मी उसको जल्दी से किस कर देती है वुंड पे और बोलती है नाउ यू आर ओके, है ना? विद इन सेकेंड्स द चाइल्ड स्टॉप्स क्राइंग एंड रन्स अवे। किस वुंड हील कर सकती है क्या? नॉट रियली। बट बच्चे को बिलीफ है कि मदर की रीअश्योरेंस चेंज हिज एक्सपीरियंस, कि मम्मी ने मेरे को बोला है, मम्मी ने प्यार कर दिया तो मेरा हो गया। एंड वी नो इट फॉर अ फैक्ट कि कभी कभी जो हीलिंग है वो ट्रीटमेंट से नहीं आती है। हीलिंग एक्सपेक्टेशन से भी आती है। जब हम मान लेते हैं कि अब सब ठीक हो जाएगा, तो बॉडी भी उस डायरेक्शन में काम करना शुरू कर देती है। और ये हमने पिछली चार स्टोरीज कल पढ़ी थी, ये 5th स्टोरी हमने आज पढ़ ली टू प्रूव दिस पॉइंट। क्वेश्चन ये है कि इफ belief can reduce pain and improve mobility, how much influence might our thoughts have on our everyday well-being? Just before the session started, I was sharing with Tasneem ji that my जो cat है, it bit my middle daughter, and उसको मैं इंजेक्शन लगवाने लेके गई। एंड जब से वो इंजेक्शन लगवा के आई है, शी हैज बीन टेलिंग मी कि ओ दर्द हो रही है, मेरी तो ये वाली पूरी साइड ही सुन्न हो गई और मेरे तो पैर वाली साइड भी सुन्न हो गई। एंड शी इज लाइक, ओ माय गॉड मम्मी, मेरे को पैरालिसिस तो नहीं हो जाएगा? आई एम लाइक, व्हाट द हेल, व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग? कुछ नहीं होगा, ओपन योर आर्म्स, रोल इट, ऐसे ऐसे कर, देख अब जंप कर, बढ़िया हो गया। एंड शी, हाँ ठीक तो लग रहा है। And I'm like, बस इतना सा काम है। And then I told her all the 4 stories as well. तुझे पता है हम ये स्टोरीज पढ़ रहे हैं, एंड दिस इज द प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट, इट वर्क्स स्पेसिफिकली। मतलब अगर आपको ट्राई करना है, अपने बच्चों के ऊपर ट्राई करके देखना, यू विल सी इट। ठीक है, और कोई बच्चा, मेरा कोई 10 साल का बच्चा नहीं है, 17 साल का बच्चा है जिसके ऊपर ये ट्राई किया है। ठीक है, चलो अब इसके
Even,
आगे की।
I want to share, even at school, when any child get hurt, sometimes we just give wet tissue and ice pack, and they are fine after that.
Absolutely.
They are absolutely fine after that. Whenever they get ice pack, they just fine. In 5 minutes, they are okay.
Yes, because they believe कि मुझे ठीक ट्रीटमेंट दिया जा रहा है। मुझे तो ये पता है, I might have shared it sometime ago in one of these sessions only, कि मैं अपने बच्चों को डॉक्टर के पास लेके जाती हूँ, उसको फीस देती हूँ, और घर आने तक मेरे बच्चे की तबीयत ठीक हो जाती है। क्यों? क्योंकि बच्चे को भी गारंटी हो जाती है, अब तो डॉक्टर के पास भी होके आ गए, अब तो दवाई आ ही जाएगी, अब मैं ठीक हो ही जाऊंगा। And the other day I was sharing with you all कि how in the अगर summers में ये electricity चली जाती है, इन्वर्टर खत्म हो जाता है, AC बंद, पंखे बंद, it's so hot, and I'll tell my daughters कि आज का मौसम तो बहुत बढ़िया, बिना पंखे के भी मजा आ रहा है। They're like, पागल हो गए हो क्या? मैंने कहा एक बार बोल के तो देख, तेरे को भी ऐसा लगेगा। सेम फॉर विंटर्स, देख कितना फ्रेश मौसम है मम्मी, बहुत चिलिंग है, क्यों बाहर खड़े हो, है कितनी फ्रेश एयर है ना। देख, पता नहीं क्या बोलती हैं। मैंने कहा एक बार बोल तो सही, मान तो सही, फ्रेश एयर है, जैकेट पहन के आ, बोल फ्रेश एयर है, एंड दे स्टार्ट फीलिंग फ्रेश। क्या मौसम है, ब्यूटीफुल, आना चाहिए वाला मौसम। इट वर्क्स। हम अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ को अगर स्कैन करना शुरू हो जाएंगे, वी विल सी दैट इट वर्क्स इन ऑल एरियाज ऑफ आवर लाइफ्स। चलो नेक्स्ट स्टोरी, द हार्ट सर्जरी दैट वाज नॉट। In the late 1950s, two group of researchers conducted studies comparing the then standard surgery for angina to a placebo. This was well before the coronary artery bypass graft and the surgery most often used today. Back then, most heart patients received a procedure known as internal mammary ligation, which involved exposing the damaged arteries and intentionally tying them off. The thinking was that if surgeon blocked the blood flow in this way, it would force the body to sprout new vascular channels, increasing blood flow to the heart. The surgery was extremely successful for the huge majority of patients who had it, although doctors had no solid proof that any new blood vessels were ever actually created. Hence, the motivation for the two studies. These groups of researchers, one in Kansas City and one in Seattle, each followed the same procedure, dividing their study subjects into two groups. One received the standard internal memory ligation and other received the sham surgery. The surgeons made the same small incision into the patient's chest that they made for the real surgery, exposing the arteries, and then they just sewed the patient back up, doing nothing more. The result of both studies was strikingly similar. 67% of patients who had received the actual surgery felt less pain and needed less medication, while 83% of those who had received the sham surgery enjoyed the same level of improvement. The placebo surgery had actually worked better than the real surgery. Could it be that somehow the patient who had received the sham surgery believed that they would get better, that they actually did get better through nothing more than holding the expectations for the best? And if that is possible, what does that say about the effects our everyday thoughts, whether positive or negative, have on our body and our health? What do you think?
It's same again, like belief
Exactly
and
same.
trust.
Knees
Yes,
से
exactly
heart
same.
पे आ गया.
Trust it. Yes, that's same like treatment, but even if it was not done, but still like the patient recovered. That is just faith and belief.
Yes.
Like,
These patients genuinely believed that they have been treated, and that
treated.
belief appeared to influence their outcomes.
And their mind and body started responding to that treatment. Yeah.
Imagine करो planting two identical seeds. ठीक है? One is watered daily, the other is ignored. The belief we repeatedly feed becomes the seed we water. The belief we repeatedly feed becomes the seed we water. Our attention is like water. Where attention goes, energy flows. So, often we think that my thoughts are just thoughts. But what if these thoughts are actually instructions? What if the body is constantly listening to you? हम हर रोज कितनी बार खुद से कहते हैं मैं थक गई हूं, मेरे बस की बात नहीं है, मेरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, लाइफ बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, ये तो ठीक हो ही नहीं सकता. अगर पॉजिटिव एक्सपेक्टेशंस बॉडी को इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकती है, तो जस्ट लाइक मधुलिका शेड, नेगेटिव एक्सपेक्टेशंस भी तो कर सकती हैं. या हमारे को अब हमारी चॉइस है, वी हैव थॉट्स के ऊपर हमारी चॉइस है कि व्हाट वी थिंक. अब हमारे को ये कंसेप्ट भी पता चल गया कि वी आर द प्लेसिबो. जो हम बोलेंगे, जो हम सोचेंगे, जिस चीज को हम बिलीव करेंगे, दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. उसके बाद भी अगर हम अपनी सोच ना बदलें तो चॉइस अपनी, राइट? तो इसके बाद वो बोल भी यही रहा, एटीट्यूड इज एवरीथिंग. A wealth of research now exists to show that our attitude does indeed affect our health, including how long we live. For example, the Mayo Clinic published a study in 2002 that followed 447 people for more than 30 years, showing that optimists were healthier physically and mentally. Optimist literally means best, suggesting that those folks focused their attention on the best future scenario. Specifically, the optimists had fewer problems with daily activities as a result of their physical health or their emotional state, experienced less pain, felt more energetic, had an easier time with social activities, and felt happier, calmer, and more peaceful most of the time. This came right on the heels of another Mayo Clinic study that followed more than 800 people for 30 years, showing that optimists live longer than pessimists. Researchers at Yale followed 660 people aged 50 and older for up to 23 years, discovering that those with positive attitude about aging lived more than 7 years longer than those who had a more negative outlook about growing older. Attitude had more of an influence on longevity than blood pressure, cholesterol levels, smoking, body weight, or level of exercise. Additional studies have looked more specifically at heart health and attitude. Around the same time, a Duke University study of 866 heart patients reported that those who routinely felt more positive emotions had a 20% greater chance of being alive 11 years later than those who habitually experienced more negative emotions. Even more striking are the results of the study of 255 medical students at Medical College of Georgia who had followed for 25 years. Those who were the most hostile had 5 times greater incidence of coronary heart disease. And at Johns Hopkins study presented at the American Heart Association's 2001, scientific sessions even showed that a positive outlook may offer the strongest known protection against heart diseases in adults at risk due to family history. This study suggests that having the right attitude can work as well as or better than eating the proper diet, getting the right amount of exercise, and maintaining the ideal body weight. How is it that our everyday mindset, whether we are generally more joyful and loving or more hostile and negative, can help determine how long we live? Is it possible for us to change our current mindset? If so, could having a new mindset override the way our minds have been conditioned by past experiences? Or could expecting something negative to recur actually help to bring that about? Attitude matters. Right? Tasim, what would you like to say on this?
It impacts both ways. Attitude. So now thoughts, beliefs, and attitude impacts negative and positive. And we just need to see, become aware of our thoughts. And each moment.
What about you, Preeti?
Yes, our thinking really matters. If we say like I'm not feeling well, then obviously your body starts responding according to that. It's like तथास्तु जैसा हम सोचते हैं वैसा ही हो जाता है. हम सोचते हैं कि ओ मेरे तो यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है तो ओ तो तुम्हें और ही फिर फील होता है ओ मुझे तो और ही ज्यादा दर्द हो रहा है मुझे मेडिसिन चाहिए. और बॉडी एंड माइंड स्टार्ट्स
वो मेरे बच्चे ना ये
रिस्पॉन्डिंग.
बोलते हैं, मम्मी डिस्प्रिन को कैसे पता है कि सिर दर्द ठीक करना है, और किसी और इनो को कैसे पता है कि गैस ठीक करनी है? हम लाइक मुझे नहीं पता, पेट में दर्द हो रही है तो मम्मी इनो पी लेते हैं.
हाँ जस्ट वी बिलीव ना कि हमने ले लिया तो वो ठीक हो ही जाएगा है ना. तो हमें ट्रस्ट है कि भी चलो मीठी गोली ले ली तो अब मीठी गोली काम करेगी ना.
यस, आई थिंक कोमल का आज नेटवर्क बड़ा खराब है. ऑलराइट, लेट्स हियर इट फ्रॉम यू, प्रणवी.
Basically, the author is trying to explain the impact of positive thinking. And one thing which I really loved over here is he's not saying that, positive thinking magically cures all the diseases. It is, I mean, he's trying to tell that people who generally focus on, the possibilities, hope, and positive emotions, they tend to, kind of handle stress better. They can make, proper choices, stay socially connected, and recover better from the setbacks. So the thing here is, at a conscious level, if you really observe, this should be done on a daily basis. Like, how you're conducting a particular day, is it with the positive emotion, or how are you trying to take positivity from the hopes and the challenges you're facing? So each and every hope, every opportunity, every challenge you're facing on a daily basis would definitely, would definitely strengthen the muscle of positive thinking. So with that positive thinking, that would definitely impact your brain, your health, and your mental state as well. So at an execution level, on a daily basis, how far you are working on your opportunities, challenges, and all would decide the strength of the positive thinking. That's what I understood.
Amazing. Beautiful. And that was the catch. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pranavi, for
Yeah.
sharing that. Uh, Madhulika, what would you say?
Yeah, hi, Karishma. Karishma, I'll pass this time.
No worries. Komal, were you there? आपका नेटवर्क खराब है आज, कोमल?
Yeah, yes, Karishma, on and off. But yeah, I read that part. So it says that you need to have a positive outlook in life uh, if you want to live longer, and you get heart diseases and all. If you have negative outlook towards life. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Komal. Yes. From individual stories से अब डॉक्टर जो डिस्पेंजा ने थोड़ा सा लार्जर स्केल रिसर्च हमारे साथ सामने रख दी है. And the findings are remarkable कि optimistic people, they live longer, they experience less of pain, they have better health, they enjoy better emotional well-being. And exactly like, Pranavi said, that this is not saying ki just think positive and everything is going to be magically working out. No. It means your attitude affects how you experience life. Your mindset influences your choices, and your choices influence your outcomes. दो अगर लोगों की बात करी जाए, two women experiencing the same rainstorm, एक बोल सकती है what a terrible day, and दूसरी बोलती है the plants needed this rain. वेदर तो सेम ही है, बट एक्सपीरियंस दोनों का डिफरेंट होगा, डिफरेंट इमोशनल केमिस्ट्री होगी, एंड डिफरेंट इनर बॉडी केमिस्ट्री भी होगी, है ना? So life is not only what happens, life is also what meaning we give to what happens. सिचुएशन सेम हो सकती है, लेकिन इंटरप्रिटेशन हर इंसान की अलग होती है, और इंटरप्रिटेशंस जो होती हैं वो इमोशंस क्रिएट करता है, और इमोशंस केमिस्ट्री क्रिएट करते हैं, और केमिस्ट्री जो है वो बिहेवियर क्रिएट करता है. हाउ इज इट? इंटरप्रिटेशन से इमोशंस क्रिएट होते हैं, इमोशन से केमिस्ट्री, एंड केमिस्ट्री से हमारा बिहेवियर. हमको इस चीज पे रिफ्लेक्ट करना है कि हमारा डिफॉल्ट एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स लाइफ क्या है. Do you usually expect things to work out, or do you usually prepare for disappointment? ठीक है, एक सेक्शन और पढ़ लेते हैं बिफोर वी क्लोज टुडे सेशन. Nauseated before the needle. According to National Cancer Institute, a condition called anticipatory nausea occurs in about 29% of patients receiving chemotherapy when they are exposed to the smells and sights that remind them of their chemo treatment. About 11% feel so sick before their treatment that they actually vomit. Some cancer patients start feeling nauseated in the car on the way to get chemo before they even set foot inside the hospital, while others throw up while still in the waiting. A 2001 study from the University of Roche's Cancer Center published in the Journal of Pain and Symptom Management concluded that expecting nausea was the strongest predictor that patients would actually experience it. The researchers' data reported that 40% of chemo patients who thought they would get sick because their doctors told them that they probably would be sick after the treatment went on to develop nausea before the treatment was even administered. An additional 13% who said they were unsure of what to expect also got sick. Yet none of them, patients who didn't expect to get nausea, got sick. How can it be that some people become so convinced that they will get sick from chemotherapy drugs that they get ill before any of the drug are even administered? Is it possible that the power of their thoughts could be what's making them sick? And if that's true of 40% of chemo patients, could it also be true that 40% of the folks could just be easily get well by simply changing their thought about what to expect about their health or from their day? Could a single thought that a person accepts also make that person better? Right? What do you have to say on this? Tasinji?
Single thought can make a person better because each thought has its own thing to play. And
मजे
good
की बात देखो
examples
ना
of
कि
that.
केमोथेरेपी पेशेंट्स पहले ही नोजिया फील करना शुरू हो गए बिफोर दे इवन गॉट द ट्रीटमेंट.
Yes, because they've been hearing these are the side effects and they are believing it.
Yes, expectation.
Hmm.
Symptom किसने
They're
cause किया?
expecting now.
Expectation. They believed कि nausea was coming. They believed कि their body started preparing for accordingly क्योंकि they believed कि डॉक्टर ने बताया है कि तुम्हारे को ये होगा फिर आपको वॉमिटिंग सेंसेशन होगा या nausea होगा. So they already, their body was prepared for it.
It showed symptoms.
मतलब कई लोगों का बिलीफ होता है. सो फॉर माय फादर इफ ही इज नॉट स्लीपिंग एट 10 PM ही नोज ही सेज मुझे पता है अब तो मैं सारी रात नहीं सोने वाला 2-3 बजे के बाद ही सोऊंगा. ही डज नॉट स्लीप. मुझे तो 10 बजे सोना है. अगर 10 बजे नहीं सोऊंगा तो मैं एंड इट इज विद मी एज वेल. अगर 12 बज गए तो 12 बजे के बाद मुझे पता है 2-3 बजे नींद आई. भाई नींद आई है तो सोना चाहिए ना. और मैंने ये एक्सपेरिमेंट किया है इनफैक्ट. नॉट बिकॉज आई एम रीडिंग दिस बुक बट वैसे ही नेचुरली किया हुआ कि आई टेल माई सेल्फ नहीं इट इज टाइम टू स्लीप. क्लोज योर आइज. यू डोंट हैव टू लुक एट द टाइम. जस्ट स्लीप. एंड आई स्लीप. 12 बज रहे हो 1 बज रहे हो जो भी बज रहा हो 11 बज रहे हो. आई लीव दिस रूम एट 11:10 आफ्टर द बुक रीडिंग क्लब एंड उसके बाद जाके मेरी चॉइस है कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. एंड व्हेन आई टेल माई सेल्फ जेन्युइनली कि भैया हो गया आज का दिन बंद करो. आई क्लोज माई आईज एंड आई स्लीप. मेरे घर में सारी दुनिया नाच रही हो मैं सो सकती हूँ. एंड देयर आर डेज व्हेन आई विल बी अप ऑल नाइट. मुझे तो नींद नहीं आ रही. मुझे तो नींद नहीं आ रही. आज मैं 11 बजे बज गए ना. आज मेरे को 2 बज गया ना. आज तो नहीं होगा. चलो 5 बज गए उठ ही जाओ. तो क्या करना सो के. Preeti, do you want to share anything? Any experience?
This is like same again, like because patients, they were given information that they are going to be sick. And then their body started according to responding to that, oh, they are going to be sick, and they actually got sick. Because that was the information, and we just start believing it, and even we create the symptoms, all the symptoms in our body. And just we need to be careful for our thoughts, and we need to be more aware.
And I am so curious to understand कि what is he going to tell you, कि हम सबको क्या बताने वाले, कि ऐसा हम क्या करें कि we can keep tap of our thoughts, and what do we do with those thoughts when we know कि अच्छा ये तो अभी नेगेटिव जा रहा है और इतनी नेगेटिव सिचुएशन है, मैं कैसे पॉजिटिव कर लूं इसको.
Yeah.
Right? Madhulika, I see you are unmuted. Do you want to share anything?
Yeah, hi Karishma. Yes, so I have had that experience of walking on, burning coals. What do? They mentally just prepare you कि कुछ नहीं होगा. They show you कि कुछ नहीं हुआ है. And it happens the way it happens. It happens like a cakewalk. It never hurts you. किसी के पैर नहीं जलते, किसी को कष्ट नहीं होता. जब आप या आप हाई जंप करते हो कहीं से, वो भी एक्सरसाइज एक होती है. या आई डिड दैट इन अमनदीप थिंस वर्कशॉप, दैट bow and arrow workshop, arrow exercise, when you put the arrow on your
the
throat.
neck.
Yes, right. So and I'll not name the vegetable. So this happens, right? This is again the same effect, right? We can correlate to that. Now, in my real life, I'll not name the vegetable, but I used to have that vegetable easily, right? But one point of time, someone very close to me, उन्होंने बोला कि इसको खाने से ना बहुत गैस्ट्रिक हो जाता है. And believe you me, I don't know, whenever I eat that vegetable, I get the same effect. And I have stopped eating that. So it happens. It happens. It gives you the effect.
चाहिए, पता चले पूरी दुनिया, हम लोग 6 लोग तो छोड़ ही दे भैया नहीं.
No, that is why I'll not. Yeah, that's why I'll not name it, because otherwise आप लोग भी छोड़ ही दोगे खाना.
Yeah. Amazing. ऐसा ना मेरी मम्मी के घर में जैसे मेरे यहाँ पे ससुराल में जो लंगर वाली दाल है वो बहुत ऑफन बनती थी, और अभी भी बनती है कि भाई किसी को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा कि क्या बनाना है आज, एक काम कर मेरे को ना लंगर वाली दाल और चावल बना दे. एंड मेरी मम्मी के घर में दैट दाल वुड नॉट बी कुक्ड, एक महीने में शायद सिर्फ एक ही बार बनती होगी. क्यों? क्योंकि इट इज वेरी हैवी एंड इट इज गैस्ट्रिक एज वेल. एंड हियर इट इज लाइक एवरी वीक आई एम कुकिंग इट, एंड इट डज नॉट, कुछ नहीं हो रहा उसमें. एंड माय मॉम इज लाइक तुम लोगों को कैसे हजम हो जाती है? आई डोंट नो, मम्मी ने कहा था बना दो, मैं बना देती हूँ. अब नाउ नीरज टेल्स मी बना दो, मैं बना देती हूँ. इट इज ऑल गुड फॉर अस. वी नेवर फील दैट देयर इज एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दैट दाल. ओके गुड. तुम्हारा स्टाइल अलग होगा फिर बनाने का. I'm like okay. So it is in the mind.
ऐसे सोचने लग जाते हो ना.
It is in the mind. और हम लोगों ने, कितने लोगों ने ये भी एक्सपीरियंस किया कि हमारा कोई एग्जाम होता है या हमको कोई प्रेजेंटेशन देनी होती है या कोई इंपॉर्टेंट कन्वर्सेशन होती है, हाउ वी स्टार्ट एक्सपीरियंसिंग समथिंग इन आवर स्टमक. बटरफ्लाईज हो रही है, नर्वस हो रहे हैं, स्लीपलेस नाइट हो रही है. कुछ हुआ तो नहीं होता है, बट हमारी बॉडी ऑलरेडी उस चीज के साथ रिस्पॉन्ड करना शुरू हो जाता है ना. कोमल, डू यू वांट टू शेयर एनी एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ दिस काइंड?
अभी कुछ आ नहीं रहा माइंड में, बट या होता है माइंड में. एक बार कुछ आप सुन लो, देन दैट थिंग हैपेंस. देन अगर वो बिलीफ है आपका भी बन जाता है, देन यू हाँ सही कह रहे थे, ऐसा ही होता है. दिस थिंग हैपेंस.
यस. Amazing. And what about you, Pranavi?
Yeah, I do it especially in case of my husband's this thing, Karishma. He always wants, he always feels that if I cut, the pouch or the cover of any food stuff, he thinks that it's a very fresh one. So in front of him, I'll cut it, but whatever leftover is there, I'll take it and prepare it. And he starts complimenting me, and I feel so humorous right inside my heart. He tells that, yeah, that freshness, that fragrance is so good. I'll be like, oh my God. But then I never tell him, because maybe by the next time he would be more like working as a James Bond on me. So it's like, yeah, that's so nice, karke. I'll just leave it there itself. But I have tried it so many times. And I used to laugh at myself. Don't know about this placebo effect, but how can people be so crazy, karke? I used to feel that.
क्या इसकी key learning पता है क्या है? The key learning is the brain often responds to expectations as though it is reality.
Yeah, and in regarding this context, what I thought was the earlier was like the author was trying to tell ki you try to see the positivity, the hope and opportunities, and all, and obviously the positive attitude ka muscle would get strengthened. And now he's telling about that was a placebo effect, and this is again something called as nocebo effect, like it's a negative one. So he's working on the negative expectations that if the patient goes to the hospital, he would definitely feel nauseous and he would definitely vomit it out, which is a negative expectation. So here it's working in the negative way. So yeah, we should always, be aware ki how our mind is working, and is it in the placebo mode or in the nocebo mode. We should try to be aware of it. And I think we can work in that way when you're aware of these conditions and you have a clarity about it. Yeah, that's the takeaway from the context you have read. But in the real life, I play a lot of games with my husband, especially in this kind of things. Yeah, done.
Thank you so much, Pranay, for sharing that. हाँ, हम लोग ना कभी कभी इसका एक और एग्जांपल देती हूँ कि वी लिव अवर लाइफ सो मच इन फ्यूचर कि प्रेजेंट में ही स्ट्रेस होना शुरू हो जाता है. कोई टेस्ट करवाया है, उसकी रिपोर्ट आनी है कल, टेंशन आज हो जाता है. कल कोई मीटिंग है, उसकी एंजाइटी हमारे को आज से स्टार्ट हो जाती है. कोई कन्वर्सेशन कल होनी है. So for example, my brother told me कि there is something really important that I need to talk to you about. Let's connect today. And he asked me कि what is the time that you will be available? Sure shot. And because अभी उसने बोल दिया बहुत ज्यादा अर्जेंट मीटिंग है, and I know कि मेरा बुक रीडिंग क्लब finishes by 1:20, 1:30 maximum. तो I told him कि अच्छा 1:35. And 1:35 पे I was all set कि हाँ मुझको उससे बात करनी है like this. And I've been thinking since morning कि क्या बोलना होगा, what is that something that urgent that he's talking about. Conversation कन्वर्सेशन मेरी 1:35 पे होनी थी, पर मेरे को सुबह का जो 10 बजे का मैसेज आया, वहां से लेके 1:35 तक ओवर थिंकिंग शुरू. I want you to reflect कि what expectations are you carrying every single day. Do you wake up expecting another stressful day, more problems, more disappointments? Or do you expect possibilities, growth, solutions? क्योंकि जो expectation होगा, that is going to quietly shape our experiences. And I'm sure कि हम में से कोई भी ये इस expectation के साथ नहीं उठता होगा सुबह कि आज तो और disappointments होने वाली है. Oh my God, आज तो पता नहीं क्या क्या होने वाला है. Do you? No. Maybe sometimes.
No.
नहीं? पक्का? Good.
It depends. Like अगर randomly कहीं पर दर्द हो रहा है उठ के, तो then आपका वो ब्रेन ऐसे सोचने लग जाता है और तुम्हारी बॉडी भी वैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करती है ना कि हाँ कि आज मेरे यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, तो फिर और ही फिर दर्द होने लग जाता है.
I'll tell you. मैं लास्ट पूरा वीक वॉक करने सुबह गई. एंड सैटरडे को आई वॉज टेलिंग माई सेल्फ कि आज भी जाना है, बिकॉज आई डोंट नो, आई एम लाइकिंग इट. एंड देन आई डिड नॉट गो. So I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, so I woke up late. And then one incident उसको support करने के लिए गलत हो गया. And then I was like, oh my God, today is going to be a hell day. And when I was talking to my mom in the evening, she was like, क्या हो गया तेरी शक्ल इतनी डल क्यों लग रही है? What happened? Is everything okay? What happened? And I'm like, सब ठीक है, क्या बोले जा रहे हो? But that irritation was in my voice as well. कि एक्सपेक्टेशन ही मेरी गंदी थी, तो उसका एक्सपीरियंस मैंने सैटरडे को कर लिया. एंड संडे को आई वाज लाइक वेदर आई गो टू वॉक और नॉट, आई एम गोइंग टू हैव अ गुड डे. मैं कुछ हंसी मजाक मस्ती करने वाली हूँ आज के दिन में. संडे वाज गुड डे. एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट व्हेन कभी कभी मैं आपको बोलती हूँ ना कि व्हेन यू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग, सेट एन इंटेंशन फॉर योरसेल्फ. आज का दिन कैसा होने वाला है? That changes and shapes the experience that you have throughout the day. Chalo, that's it for tonight. To sum up, today we explored how belief, expectations, and attitude may influence not only our emotions but also our physical experiences. ठीक है. हमने दो स्टोरीज आज भी पढ़ी हैं, जिसके अंदर प्लेसिबो सर्जरीज की भी बात हुई, हेल्थ आउटकम्स की बात हुई, ऑप्टिमिज्म के बारे में बात करी हमने, नोजिया के बारे में बात करी. एंड वी सॉ हाउ द माइंड रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू व्हाट वी एक्सपेक्ट टू हैपन. सेंट्रल क्वेश्चन वही रहता है, if expectations can make us feel worse, can they also help us feel better? And now we know the answer. So now हमारा क्या है? हमारे को expectations right set करनी है. ठीक है. And I really hope that you are doing the reflection questions that I'm sharing. बहुत simple questions हैं. Sit with yourself for 5 minutes only. Please do those questions. Okay. I'll be sharing today as well, and looking forward to have each one of you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Although tomorrow is day 5, I was talking to Pranavi in the afternoon that I have decided that let's read the entire first chapter of this book together. And if that pleases you, it makes sense to you, then you can, surely move forward with us on this journey to read further. And जब तक हो enjoy करो, and then we can decide later. Okay? All right. Good night. God bless each one of you. Lots of love. Mwah. And thank you for joining, and see you tomorrow at 10.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karishma. Good night, all.